In 1976, if you walked into a cluttered family garage in Los Altos, California, you wouldn't see a corporate headquarters. You would see two young college dropouts, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, surrounded by circuit boards and half-eaten apples. They had no venture capital, no fancy offices, and no business degrees. All they had was a vision that the computer, then a giant machine for governments and banks, belonged in the hands of ordinary people. This is the story of how Apple grew from a garage hobby into a trillion-dollar empire that redefined what it means to be human in the digital age. Steve Jobs wasn't the greatest engineer, that was Wozniak. Jobs was something much rarer, a visionary who understood the soul of a product. He obsessed over things others ignored, the curve of a font, the feel of a mouse, and the simplicity of a screen. With the launch of the Apple II and later the Macintosh in 1984, Jobs introduced the world to the Graphical User Interface. He made the computer friendly, artistic, and accessible. But just as he reached the top, the unthinkable happened. In 1985, after a bitter power struggle, Jobs was fired from the very company he founded. For most, that would be the end. For Jobs, it was a bitter medicine that he needed. During his 12 years away from Apple, he founded Next and transformed Pixar into an animation powerhouse. Meanwhile, back at Apple, the company was hemorrhaging cash and sliding toward bankruptcy. In 1997, in a desperate move, Apple bought Next, bringing Jobs back as an interim CEO. He didn't just return, he launched a revolution. The Think Different campaign signaled a new era. Jobs stripped away failing products and focused on beauty and function. Then came a relentless string of hits that changed the world: the iMac, the iPod, and the iTunes Store. But his greatest masterpiece arrived in 2007, the iPhone. He didn't just invent a phone, he put a computer, a camera, and the entire internet into everyone's pocket. Steve Jobs' journey was a roller coaster of failure, exile, and ultimate triumph. He proved that the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. He didn't just build a tech company, he built a culture. Even after his passing in 2011, Apple's ascent to a $3 trillion valuation stands as a testament to his obsession with perfection. Steve Jobs showed us that the American dream doesn't start with a bank loan, it starts with a crazy idea in a garage and the grit to never let it go.